what a horrendous decision, right? And I know that the PGMOL guys, they've tried to spin it. Have a look at this because, I'm sorry, that decision, just like Shearer said and Ian Wright and all these guys said, was a horrendous decision, right? And listen, in no way do we condone abuse to anybody, whether it be players, whether it be referees, right? But I'm sorry, that must not take away from the fact that that was a horrendous decision, because I see people trying to like spin back on it now, because obviously the PGO, MOL, I don't know if you guys understand how this thing works, but obviously they have a relationship with Sky, they have a relationship with your BBCs and that, and they'll be in their ears and they'll be saying, oh, you know what, this is making us look really bad and people are getting stick about it and stuff like that. So guys, can you rein it in a bit? Because the way Alan Shearer came out about it, the way Ian Wright came out about it, the way all these ex-players came out about it, right? But I'm sorry, they have brought a lot of this on themselves. Not the abuse that the referees got. Nobody should get that. It's horrendous. Players get it every week. I get it, right? No one's condoning that. But why is it with the PGMOL? This is one of the things I find where I think they're not fit for purpose. They never admit when they're wrong. Because they're human beings. Every human being makes mistakes. I make mistakes. All of you guys make mistakes.
They've done it a couple of times. Remember when they didn't draw your offside line against Newcastle?
Yeah, but they came out way after.
Way off,
right?
Yeah.
Nobody ever comes out and just says, you know what, guys? I think if they came out and said we got it wrong, we'd have moved on already.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't be in the frenzy.
Yeah.
But because it's like, no, have a look at this. No, it's not wrong. No, how's the VAR looked at that and stuck with the on-field decision? Honestly, horrendous. And you know what? Everybody keeps going on about Michael Oliver.
Yeah.
What about Myles Lewis-Skelly? An 18-year-old kid who's trying to make his way at Arsenal, right? Who's been given an opportunity and has seized his opportunity, is doing brilliant. If that red card stands, he's out for 3 games.
Yeah.
Dangerous conduct, 3 games, yeah? We all know what football's like.
Yeah.
Calafiori, who scored in that game, who's the left back now, he could come in for the next 3 games, have an absolute blinder, and then that's it. He's done for the rest of the season. He's just on the bench. What about him? Because he's the one who's been sent off for doing what any other footballer, whether it be Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, would have done. I'm sorry, right? That they need to come out. First of all, they need to rescind that. The way they're moving at the moment, they're talking like they're not going to. They're talking like they're not going to rescind that.
That's stupid.
Also, let me give you, when you say what you said there, AGT, let me give you the inconsistencies and shocking way in which these referees operate. Because I ain't changing my mind on it just because people are saying, oh, you know, the referee got abuse. As I said, he shouldn't get abuse. But I ain't changing my mind on this. It's still the same, right? In that same game, Gomez gets sent off, for raking down.
Yeah.
He got a yellow card. That was his second yellow. It weren't a straight red. He'll be out for 1 game.
Exactly.
Right? He'll be out for 1 game. Skelly at the moment's out for 3.
Yeah.
Look at the 2 incidents. It's the same ref.
You could argue...
Before anybody says anything...
You could argue his one was worse.
It's the same ref in the same game. No red. Listen, honestly... They cannot cover this one up. That's shocking. It's the same ref. At that time, when I think it's Kovacic went right through the back of, I think it was Saka. I can't remember Declan Rice, was it? And then Howard Webb came out afterwards and said, oh, we don't like sending people off. He wants to see people stay on the pitch. That's what he said, right? It's the same ref that sent off Martinelli, right? 2 yellows in the same, remember that? In the same phase of thing, which you've never seen again. But 8 red cards on us. I'm not saying that every single red card weren't deserved, but 8. Well, I don't want to see him at another Arsenal game again. Personally,
I don't want to see him at another Liverpool game.
No, you're backing him. You have him.
No, I'm not backing him
Let
at all.
me have him at your games.
The Doku kick on McAllister, the handball Odegaard.
He's supposed to be the best
I just don't think he should be. Where's this narrative?
I think we should go refless.
Where's this narrative coming from, right? All these pundits coming out saying he's the best we've got. Said who?
Well,
I don't think he's
that's
the best
what they say. He's the best. I think he's a poor ref.
Him
honestly.
Anthony Taylor should be in a
I say
championship.
he's a poor ref. I ain't got no PGMOL friends or this and that, right? I'll say it as it is. That was a shocking performance by the ref. And even more shocking is the doubling down of the PGMOL. Come out and say, sorry, we got it wrong. That's it. You're humans. It happens. It happens on every single pitch right around the world. But when you now, that's how you never learn. You know what? You never learn from mistakes if you can't admit you're wrong. Me, I'm wrong every day in things, right? All of us, we're wrong every day. But you know how you improve? You admit you're wrong, you realise you're wrong, and you seek to improve. These guys there at the referees' organisation, they never want to admit they're wrong, and that's why they're not improving. Week after week after week, horrendous decisions. And that was another one. That was another one in the game. And, as I said, I'm still fuming about it. Yeah. Because when I'm seeing them now, if that don't get overturned.
Yeah.
The way I hear them talking.
The fact that he misses 3 games is ridiculous.
3 games. The way I hear them talking, they ain't going to get overturned. If that don't get overturned, honestly, I'm done. Just get AI to do the refereeing.
That would be better.
Get them out. If that don't get overturned.
Listen, the self-service at Tesco works fine every time.
That's the last.
To get some self-service going.
This is their last chance on this situation, right? Overturn it. If that don't get overturned,
what are you going to do?
I'm not doing nothing. I'm just
like a threat.
What can I do? We can't do nothing. I'm just going to sit back and say it's done.
He's going to get Ty on them.
Well, as we were singing yesterday, Ty was right, the refs are shite.
Ty was right. Singing that?
I was singing it. I was singing it. I need to get that chant started.
Arsenal fans that are watching this, can we make that an actual chant that you sing at away games? Let's get something out of this. Like, if we're gonna have these refereeing problems, you're gonna keep saying it every week. Say that song in the away end. That will be legendary.
Everybody who saw that decision just said to themselves, "What is?" And what? As I said, it's one of those. He's put himself under pressure, the ref, innit? Because it's one of those that even the Wolves players are shocked. Even though I'm in the box with the Wolves guys, funny, like, oh my God, Robbie, man, what's he guys? Bloody
the Wolves fans just whispering like, yo, that was kind of mad.
And you know what? You can understand with us.
As well. You
can understand with us. We've had a lot of bad. Look, we keep getting these decisions where you've never seen them before. The other day, the Saliba one with their head.
You guys are groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
You guys are groundbreakers. You are trendsetters. Trailblazers.
Right?
We don't see these refereeing decisions. You show us them first.
Yeah.
Man. You test them out for us.
We've got a new one to try out this week.
Try out something next week. What you got for us next week, man?
Listen, I don't think it's a conspiracy, but you can understand why fans start to come up with these things and that because it's just like, bro, what? How many more? I remember it's the same Wolves when I saw that Martinelli one. I'm like, what is that?
Everyone's got one with one ref. We got it with Anthony Taylor.
We've got it with Anthony Taylor. We've got it with Michael Oliver. We didn't win a league because of all the times we got robbed. But listen,
like
you have to move on.
Who made him the best one anyway? Who? That's what they always say is the best. And I'll tell you the other thing that I think, right?
Should have a referee league.
Do you think that if you've got a senior referee, like a Michael Oliver, whether he's the best or not, him, Anthony Taylor, they're the senior ones. If you've got the guys in VAR and they're just your regulation refs, do they want to go against him?
Of course they don't.
On a decision. Do they, even if subconsciously...
There's a hierarchy there.
Do they go to themselves, don't know, man. Boy, I don't only want to go against, be like you, right? I'm the ref on the pitch in, like, AGT, yeah. AGT.
No, I'm looking after Rob.
Yeah, you're going to make Robbie look like an idiot now. No, we'll stick with the on-field. No, man.
Do you think there was a super chat though, Rob, that said, them coming out and saying the abuse that he's received is outrageous? Do you actually think that is a deflection tactic from the poor decision on the pitch?
Do you know what, right? I don't know what to think of that because I've seen a lot of fans say what that guy said. A lot. It's difficult to say because, we know that these abuse things do happen. It's unacceptable. We saw the other day the abuse that Havertz got. You see the abuse week in, week out that black players get abused for. You know what I mean? It does happen and it's disgraceful. It's disgusting. So, it's just what somebody was pointing out to me yesterday. They're like, well, hold on. They've never come out with these things before. Is this just because of the amount of avalanche of criticism that they've had on this, that this kind of, they're using this to rein it back? I don't know. I would hope Because if they have done that, then that's even worse, because you should never use those things. Because people are pointing out to me and saying, well, he don't even have a social media account. Listen, you can still get an abuse without having a social media account, you know what I mean?
Course.
So,
but let's talk about the goal.
I don't like to speculate on that, because at the end of the day, we know that terrible abuse does happen, right? And a referee, despite how angry I was with him, right, and I probably threw a lot of abuse verbally on the day, but I would never go in and abuse him on his social media account. He shouldn't be getting abused. It's a game.
Yeah.
It's a game, right? But, I mean, I'm getting fed up with these horrendous decisions week in, week out. We're talking about the referees again. The biggest talking point of this weekend is not Liverpool winning and 6 points clear. It's not Arsenal keeping the pressure on. It's not Bournemouth with a fantastic result. It's the ref.